Lights, camera, action. Many say national political conventions have become nothing more than marathon sideshows designed with television in mind. Aside from the major networks, hundreds of local television crews converged on New Orleans this week. That's in big contrast to conventions 20 years ago when WBTV was one of just a handful of stations that covered conventions. Bill Ballard covered the 1968 Republican convention for WBTV.
You had a lot of print reporters there, and you had a few local television reporters, but you really can't compare what happened 20 years ago with what's happening today.
A sea of satellite dishes like this didn't exist in Miami 20 years ago. Ballard and his crew were working under limitations.
Back in those days, it was all sound on film, which meant that we have to get the film shot early enough and during the day to get it flown back to Charlotte to get it processed and edited and on the 6 o'clock news that night.
That sometimes created a lot of logistical problems. When Richard Nixon chose Spiro Agnew as his running mate, it caught everyone by surprise, including WBTV's crew.
So we filmed a number of reactions to a lot of potential vice presidential names, none of whom were Spiro Agnew, so all of that film was wasted.
Ballard remembers convention sessions going well into the early morning. No worrying about getting a certain speaker on during prime time like today. But Ballard says while media coverage of national conventions has changed, some things have remained the same, such as the circus-like atmosphere.
It is an extravaganza that happens only every 4 years, and it's terribly fascinating. It was then, and I think it is today.
Would he like to cover another one? Probably not, Ballard says, because even with the technological advances, he says today's TV reporters have a tougher job than those of 20 years ago. He's just happy with the memories. Graham Wilson, WBTV News, at the Republican National Convention in New Orleans.